Hello and welcome back. This is IT Track Training Videos, and we are located in Bangkok, Thailand. My name again is Boyd, and in this video we're going to talk about Microsoft's 7640 exam, Windows Server 2008 Active Directory Configuring. So if any of y'all saw the 7685 video that I made, I showed you how to join a computer to a Server 2008 domain. And that's great, right? Well, yes and no. There is a slight problem. Anybody with admin rights on their local machine can do what we did in that example. They don't need admin rights in Active Directory. And they don't really need anything except a computer, and they need to know the name of your Windows domain. What this means, in effect, is that any wise guy with a laptop can bop into the office one day, join the domain, and in the process, create a computer account within your Active Directory database. And not only that, by default, he or she can do it up to 10 times. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to deprive users of this luxury. It's a real simple process. And what we have, again, is the Server 2008 Release 2 domain. We have a bunch of users and computers on our network. And what we want to do is to prevent these users from creating computer objects in Active Directory. We want to make it so only we can do this kind of stuff. We don't want people creating anything without us knowing about it. The value at the bottom here, ms-ds-machine account quota, is the value that we're going to change with a program called ADSI edit. And this TechNet article I have linked here is a reference guide to ADSI edit. You can read all about it. If you really want to geek out, beneath that is a link to the RFC 2253 document, which is, RFC stands for Request for Comment. It's an article about lightweight directory services protocol. This is a simple setup. Everybody that has a Windows domain or a networked environment with Windows has this setup, and everyone should take the time to fix this hole. It only takes a couple minutes, and it's one way you can really help to secure your environment. So we can start by remotely connecting from our Windows 7 machine, which I'm on now, to our domain controller called ITTrack-DC1 using RDC, or Remote Desktop Connection. Now I'm going to pull this up. I'll pull up the run command using the Windows shortcut and R, and mstsc.exe is the executable for Remote Desktop Connection. And here we have computer ITTrack-DC1, and that's where we want to go. So again, this is our domain controller. I'm going to hit connect, and here we are. We want to use this program called ADSI edit. Now we can open ADSI edit from the Administrative Tools folder. So you can go to Start, Administrative Tools, and ADSI edit. But I also created a link here, or a shortcut on my taskbar. You can tell the ADSI edit icon because it's got a pencil and a book. So we'll open that. And to talk a little bit about ADSI edit, it's a really important utility. There are questions about it, at least from my experience, all over the 7640 exam. It's good to know. It's basically a way to manage objects and attributes in your Active Directory forest. In fact, it can access every object and every attribute in Active Directory. So we're in ADSI edit. Now we can right-click at the top here and select Connect To. And we have all these connection settings. Basically, we can take all the defaults. The name, default naming context, we'll leave that as it is. The path is fine. Connection point, we basically want to select a well-known naming context, and we want to leave the default naming context as is and hit OK. What this is doing is it's bringing up our IT track information. So once it's connected to our domain controller database, we can select DC equals IT track, DC equals com, right click, select properties, and now we want to find that value that I listed in the Word document at the beginning, which is that ms-ds-machine account quota value. And as you can see, it's at 10, which means a user can change his computer name 10 times and it'll register it every time in Active Directory and create a computer object out there. We want to change this to what? 0. We don't want them to ever be able to do it. So we can either highlight it, click edit, or we can just double click on it. So I'm going to make it 0. Okay. Okay. And that's it. That's how you fix that loophole. Quick, easy, painless. And realistically, there probably aren't going to be too many users that will do this on your network, but in my experience, there's always a few users that know just enough to be dangerous, and those are the guys you got to watch out for. They can be real helpful, but they can also be a nightmare. There you have it. I'm going to close this out. That's all you need to do to make that work, and I hope you got something out of this short video, and we will see you next time.